Level 10 thugs still attack you. Fantastic. But as you can see here, we've got 3 spawns there. Got an egg spawn over here.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Because of where I am, they still attack, which is something I did not know about. Hey, how you doing? It's your boy jhgamingltd, and thank you for clicking on this video. Now today I've got for you another money making video. Something that I haven't done yet, something that I've only tried a couple of times, but when I did try it, it was a little bit more profitable than it actually is. Now it's still profitable, but I want to see how profitable it is. This method can be done by free to play and members, and as you can see by the title, as you can tell by the thumbnail, it is collecting red spider eggs. Now there is a little bit of a difference when it comes to the free to play and when it comes to the members. Obviously sale prices are going to be exactly the same. As you can see on the screen right now, as of recording, they're selling for 453 GP on the Grand Exchange, and about 3.7 million of them have sold in the last 24 hours. So they're a very sought after item. They're used for many different things like potions, stuff like that, with many different types of potions, specifically a super restore potion. But when we collect them in free to play and collect them in members worlds, it's going to be different. In the free to play, when you collect them, you're going to be collecting them from Varrock sewers. Now in the Varrock sewers, there are only 2 egg spawns, so you're going to have to hop worlds quite often. When it comes to the Edgeville dungeon, there are 6 egg spawns. So obviously you're going to have less world hopping, so it's going to take a little bit less time. So before we crack on though, before we start the timer, do me a favor. If you're liking the money making content, hit the like button. If you found some value, then I'd really appreciate you hit that subscribe button. I'm looking for 1,500 subscribers, and we're well on the way, so it'd be really good to get there if we can by the end of the month. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be running from here to Varrock sewers, then I'm going to be teleporting back to Varrock, and then I'm going to be banking at East Varrock Bank here and running back to the sewers. So what I'm going to do is obviously collect all the spider eggs. I'm then going to work out how many teleports I did, how many potions I've used, because I'm going to use energy potions to get my run energy back up, because it is quite a bit of a run as a free to play, and then work out exactly what the profit is there. So I'm going to get myself set up, get the timer ready, and then we will crack on.
1 hour later.
Now obviously before we start, before I hit the timer, just need to talk about the fact that the red spider eggs are surrounded by red spiders, and red spiders do hurt. Now if you're level 69 combat or higher, the red spiders will not attack you. Now along the way to the free to play one as well, you're going to need access to it. You need to go through a spider web, so you're going to need something to slash it. Now obviously I'm in a members world, I'm using my dragon scimitar, but you can equip anything like a scimitar or whatever to slash it. If you're going to take a staff of air to do your teleports back to Varrock, then you will have to take something to equip, like a knife to take or something like that, to be able to slash that web along the way. So I'm going to be taking this. I've got these 3 teleports, which means I'm going to be able to collect 25 eggs all in all per inventory, and we will see exactly how many inventories we can do in 10 minutes and work out what we can do over the hour. So let's get the timer ready, steady, go. Now what I am going to do is obviously I'm going to show you the route that I'm taking, so you can see exactly how you can do it. No point me talking about it and not showing the route that I'm going to be doing. So you need to go down this manhole here. We're then going to be going along this path here. Go through the door. Travel all the way along the corridor. Up through here. Past the skeletons. Through that door. Through this door here. Past the zombies and the ghosts. Yep. That's more skeletons. This is the web here that you need to slash. So you do have a chance of not slashing it, so be wary. And then along this river here, and obviously this is the spiders here. So like I was saying, could be level 69 combat or higher for them to not attack you. So what I'm then going to do is I'm going to head on over to the spiders. Spider eggs is taking us about 1 minute 40 to get here. And then I'm going to grab them both and then hot worlds. So here we are at the Granite Exchange. I showed you one all the way through and then decided to cut out the second one. Each run takes around about 5 minutes by teleporting and stuff like that. And what I did is I actually hopped throughout the free-to-play worlds to try and make it as much as lifelike as possible. Because obviously in the free-to-play, you're going to be coming across people in free-to-play doing exactly the same method. So there are a couple of worlds where I saw somebody collecting them, a couple of worlds where they had already been collected. So that's the sort of stuff you're going to be coming across. But we got 2 inventories done in 10 minutes. I think it was probably just over 10 minutes by about 5 seconds, but 10 minutes is 10 minutes. And I'm just going to establish exactly how much money we've made on those 10 minutes, work out how much we can make per hour. And then what we're actually going to go and do is we're going to head over to the members version of this, and we're going to go and do that for 10 minutes and work out exactly how much money we can make doing this in a members world instead. So having a look at the price checker right now, we collected, so first of all, we used 2 energy potions per inventory. Now I know technically I haven't used the other 2 because I've only done it for 10 minutes, but I would have used 2 more. So I'm going to put them all in there. And I used 2 teleports. So I had a total cost of goods of 1,928 GP. Now, let's remove all of that. Total amount of eggs collected was 50 in 10 minutes. So that means over an hour you could collect 300. We had 22,650 GP worth of red spider eggs in 10 minutes in free to play. We minus our 1,928. We're looking at 20.7k every 10 minutes. So multiply that by 6. We are then looking at a profit per hour in the free to play of 124,332 GP. So near enough 125k. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this sold in the GE and then head on over to Edgeville and get prepped up ready for the members version. So here we are in Edgeville, getting ready, getting prepped for the members version of this. Now obviously there is a little bit of a risk when it comes to the members version of this, because we will be heading over into Edgeville dungeon over here and then running around up to the thugs and then up to the red spiders over here. This is where we'll be collecting them. So because I'm a member, because it's the wilderness, I will be using a looting bag, which means I'll be able to take more. Now nothing should attack me because of my level, but obviously there is a risk of somebody trying to PK me. I doubt I'm going to get PK'd, but there is that risk. So obviously please be very aware of that. Right, time is at the ready. Ready, steady, go. So you're going to head down to the Edgeville dungeon down here. You're going to travel north up here to the end of this corridor. Then once we get to the end of the corridor, we'll go through these gates. And then once we get through these gates here, I'm gonna enter the wilderness. we're going to go straight north, regardless of my level 10 thugs still attacking. Fantastic. But as you can see here, we've got 3 spawns there, got an egg spawn over here. Because of where I am, they still attack, which is something I did not know about.
I am the one, the way your son don't.
Means I'm going to need to head down here. Ah.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
So here we are back at a GE. Now, there was a few different complications with the members one. Something I didn't actually think about was the fact that all the monsters in there are aggro to you for the first 10 minutes, whatever it is. So I had a fair bit of running to do, which meant it took a little bit longer because I had to sort of run away from the spiders to lose aggro to be able to world hop and stuff like that, which was a little bit of a pain. But in about 8 minutes, we managed to get 55 eggs, which was 1 full looting bag and then 1 full inventory. And then using my Amulet of Glory, managed to teleport to Edgeville. So we managed to do that in about 8 minutes. We lose around about 100 GP per teleport on the Amulet of Glory. So if we look in total of collecting 55 eggs, we had 24,915 GP worth of eggs in around about 8 minutes. So if we look at that, we minus 100 GP. So we look at that and we minus 100 GP. That means we've got a total profit of 24,815. We did that in around about 8 minutes, like I say. So that means we could do roughly 7 of those per hour, which means as a member, I'd comfortably be able to make around about 175,000 GP per hour doing this method, going to Edgeville with a looting bag. Now, obviously, if you don't have a looting bag, then you won't be able to. Now, the one thing I haven't taken into account is any cost of goods of any food that I'm going to be using to heal up, because they did do a fair amount of health damage to me. Or if I decide to use protection prayers, then teleport into my house to be able to use my portal, be able to use my fountain to regen my prayer or whatever, then I have to take all that into account as well. But this is just looking at a bog standard normal. So what we're going to do is going to head on and get these sold in the GE. And then what you'll see on the screen now is obviously both the free-to-play ones of 50 and the members one at 55 being sold, to confirm that we can make that much money collecting red spider eggs. Now, that is it. So as a free-to-play, you can make around about 125k per hour collecting red spider eggs in the Varrock sewers. As a members with a looting bag, you can get about 175,000 GP per hour collecting red spider eggs. Now, they used to be a lot more profitable. There were a time when they were 1k each, but obviously now they're only 450 GP. They're not as good, but it's still a quick and easy way to make a couple of 100k without having to worry too much, especially if you're looking for that really early startup cash. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, hit the like, hit the subscribe. All the love, all the support is greatly appreciated, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.